Hi there! Here is the Hasegawa BMW E36 kit. You may think Hasegawa E36 BMW kits are rare, but they are not. If you keep following Japanese online shops like Hobbylink Japan or Hobby Search, you may pre-order one of those. Moreover, triple times cheaper than eBay prices. This one is racing version of the E36 kits. That means no interior details of street version. But that doesn't matter, because I already have these from Ukrainian Scale Cars Productions, briefly USCP. A interior detail set for BMW E36, a super detail engine set, a BMW M3 GT body set, and this wheel set. You can support this small company that produce great products by purchasing their products. The links of their stores and the products I use in this video are in the description section of the video. Okay, let's get started with the modifications. I'm preparing the interior cabin first. And it's ready. Second stage, chassis modification. I will use this piece as a support piece for the cutting process. And the chassis is ready. First, I scrape all the details of doors and bonnet out with a needle. This will make the details more visible and realistic. And then I'm scraping the line of bonnet to better cut. But you don't have to do this, because a spare bonnet comes with the engine kit. You can roughly cut the bonnet and use that part. This process takes a lot of time and attention. Instead of using the spare bonnet, I think this will be more trouble-free. I'm cutting other parts that need to be cut before taking the bonnet apart, because without the bonnet, the car body will be very vulnerable to warping. Yes, this is one of the way how I cut resins. It's necessary to level all corners and edges for a smoother assembly. Finally, I can cut the bonnet. Also, this detail is unnecessary. And this is another way how I cut resins. These resins are a bit soft and this is the best way to cut without breaking them. These are also okay too. I use liquid glue to get these parts in place. Because they have multiple points and complex surface contact, liquid glue will align them easily. After making sure that these are neat and clean, I fix these parts in place. This part is somehow damaged. Let's fix it easily with some CA glue and baking soda. After that, I'm fixing the remaining body parts to their places. This is an important step. Do not fix the engine mount directly in place. After combining the chassis and body, aligning the exact location, I glue the engine mount in place. It also shows you how the chassis should be attached and removed from the body. I will not show it again in the next steps. And this is the second most critical and challenging part. You need to carefully level this part to get it to fit properly. After aligning all the parts, be sure to glue them in place. If you cut the bonnet like me, probably you will lose the headlight covers. Now I am building them from scratch with this way. I'm starting the priming job with gray to see errors. After I sanded down it and fixed a few scratch errors, I applied the white primer. Color selection is the most enjoyable but the hardest part of car modeling. I don't like the original E36 colors at all. I saw a M3 which painted with Riviera blue and I love it. Tamiya TS23 is pretty close to that color, but I add a few drops of white to get scale effect. I sand down each layer and applied 2 coats of paint. And again, I wet sanded each layer and applied 3 coats of gloss varnish. After the final coat, I sanded finely with water for the last time. You can see the difference between not sanded surface. Now it's time to polishing. I will use Tamiya compounds for that job: coarse, fine and finish. A car modeling classic activity. Yeah, like this. Wax on, wax off. Mr. Miyagi will be proud of you, car modelers. I use this makeup sponge to polish hard-to-reach areas. It's very effective for this job. I'm cutting and cleaning the all remaining resin parts before start to paint. I'm going to paint the all parts with primer, main color and metallic paints. Let me state it once again. On resin parts, I use white glue when alignment is required. If not, I use CA glue. Nothing to say about the engine set. You just paint and put it together. After adding a few simple details, you get a detailed and amazing engine. I'm applying a basic weathering wash. I finished the chassis by simply putting the parts of the kit together. By the way, I modified this part like this for better engine fitting. I'm applying gloss black to get leather effect and for a base to metallic paint. I use matte paint on fabric surfaces to reflect the contrast between fabric and leather. I think it is more effective than using overscaled sponge pieces. Dry brushing here is a kind of pre-shading. I am applying a light coat of black and the edges and details popped up. Okay, let's complete the interior. I simply painted some details with brush. The most stressful stage of car modeling: masking and painting the frames without any damage or error. These masks come with the kit. Let's start to paint. Well, not bad. I'm painting the old slots with metallic paint before attaching the lights. And the second most stressful stage of car modeling: fixing the windshield and other glasses. I usually use white glue for this job, but this time the situation is quite different. Since I cut the bonnet, the task of aligning the pillars and holding everything together falls on this piece of glass. So I need to align it properly and I need to fix it in place as quickly as possible. Yes, I'm going to use liquid glue. What a stressful job. As I mentioned several times, when alignment is required, I use white glue like in this case, and I clean the excess glue with water easily. Painting and fixing the lights. Now I can start to fixing the engine. The engine will be properly aligned and seated when you sit it on these points. I really like this engine. Only adding a few cable and hose details, and that's it. After painting the rims, let's finish the model. Let's get things together. I built these garage equipments before and there's a video on the channel about that. If you haven't watched yet, you can find the video link on the description section below.